Hey guys, it is Christian here. Today I'm going to be going over my winner predictions for the Golden Globes. Oh wait, this is titled nomination predictions? Uh, Probably can't edit that now, but like, okay. But this is winner predictions because I'll see if I can edit the title on YouTube. Um, so I just realized that it's called nomination predictions when this really should be winner predictions because the Golden Globes are tomorrow night, and I'm going to be going over the what I think is going to win and stuff. I'll try to go on my phone because I don't want I want to like update the title real quick and maybe wait for some people to join in the chat. Um, yeah, the Golden Globes are tomorrow night on Sunday, and I'm really curious to see who wins because a lot of these categories are very up in the air. I don't know what to do in most of them, so yeah. Last year I didn't do so great with the Golden Globes. I got 7 out of 15 categories right. Tomorrow I'm not going to live stream, but I'm going to film my reactions and then upload it. Hopefully either by later tomorrow night or early on Monday morning. I'll have it up. So yeah. I tried to do a stream for the SAG Awards. No, I actually did do one, but I got copyrighted, so I don't want the same to happen here. So yeah, I'm probably gonna. No, the Golden Globes are tomorrow night. They're not tonight. Tonight. I'm just doing my winner predictions, and tomorrow night I'll be filming my reactions to the winners. So yeah. Well, that said, last year I didn't do so great with winner predictions. I got 7 out of 15 right. I missed in all of the lead acting categories. I got both supporting categories right. Kieran Culkin and Zoe Saldana pretty much swept the season. I got picture, comedy, musical wrong. I got the music categories wrong. I got screenplay right. I got director right. I got picture drama right. I got animated wrong. I got international correctly. But yes, I got the box office category correctly. Yeah, 7 out of 15. That's the majority of them I got wrong. So like not too great, but hopefully this year's better. Although I'm a little bit worried because so many of these categories are up in the air. But we'll see. I just say we just get right into this. I'm only going to be doing movie categories, no TV or podcast or anything like that. We're just doing movies. So we're going to start with Best Picture Drama. The nominees, to refresh your memory, are Frankenstein, Hamnet, It Was Just an Accident, The Secret Agent, Sentimental Value, and Sinners. We're starting off already with a tough category because I think various movies can win here. So we're gonna do process of elimination. I don't think Frankenstein's winning. I don't think The Secret Agent's winning. I don't think It Was Just an Accident is gonna win. Be big if Accident or Secret Agent won, but I don't think they're going to. So it leaves us with Hamnet, Sentimental Value, and Sinners. For a while, I thought Hamnet, although I'm not 100% sure if the voters are gonna be passionate enough to give that the win. I feel like Sinners. I feel like the one that might have the most passion to win is Sinners. But Hamnet, I feel like people. I mean, I think people are very passionate to give Jessie Buckley the award, but are they super? Are they super confident? Are they super um, determined to give the award to Hamnet? I'm not for Best Picture. I'm not 100% sure. I know it's because it's more European based. Sinners is a little more of an American movie. Although I feel like been Sinners has been doing decently with the international body. It got 7 nominations here. It didn't max out because like Wumi Masaku wasn't nominated, and it didn't get nominated for any support categories. But that's pretty much all it missed. It got everything else it could have. Didn't get multiple songs, but it got pretty much all the major stuff it could have gotten. And you look at Sentimental Value, that got 8 nominations. That got 4 acting nominations: picture, director, screenplay, international feature. If they want to go with like the most nominated international movie, they could go with that. I mean, last year in the musical comedy category, they went with Amelia Perez, which led with Golden Globe nominations and was an international movie. So maybe the same could happen with Sentimental Value. But I feel like Sinners is easily number 2 for the Oscar. I'm not quite sure what its win package is going to be. I don't think it's winning director or screenplay here, but does it need to? Maybe not, because the director winner isn't even going to be in the director winner isn't even in the drama category. So there's that. So yeah, to be safe, I'm going to go with Sinners. Although I think Sentimental Value is probably the runner-up, and then I'd say Hamlet's number 3. But I feel like Hamlet just doesn't really have a shot to win director or screenplay. Sentimental Value, I guess, can maybe win screenplay, or Stellan Skarsgård could win. Maybe Inga could win, but I'm just going to go with Sinners because I think it's most likely to win the Oscar. Although, if it loses here, I don't think it's dead for Best Pick. I don't think it's dead to win. I mean, I don't think it's winning the Oscar anyway, but I don't think it would be dead because last year we saw them give 0 awards to Anora, but that won 5 Oscars. So if Sinners lost here, I don't think it could be anywhere below number 2. So I'm going to say Sinners for now, although I think Sentimental Value could maybe win. Best Picture, Musical, or Comedy. The nominees are Blue Moon, Gonya, Marty Supreme, No Other Choice, Nouvelle Vague, and One Battle After Another. This one's pretty easy. This one's going to be One Battle After Another. This is the easy picture category. One Battle After Another has so much passion to give that the win. It's been dominating with critics groups, just won Critics' Choice. It's going to win Best Picture at the Oscars, most likely. I kind of feel like we're just in for a one battle sweep. Like, I feel like it's going to win all the picture prizes there is. Maybe it loses SAG Ensemble to Sinners, but I feel like that would be enough to take it down. So, yeah, I think One Battle After Another will win. It's easy. I guess if there's a runner-up, it's Marty Supreme, but it's going to be One Battle. Best Animated Feature. The nominees are Arco, Demon Slayer, Kimetsu no Yaiba Infinity Castle, Elio, K-pop Demon Hunters, Little Amelie or the Character of Rain, and Zootopia 2. So in animated, the last 2 years, they've gone with more independent stuff as opposed to the big mainstream movies. Spider-Verse, Across the Spider-Verse, and Wild Robot were 2 mainstream movies, but they got taken out by The Boy and the Heron and Flow, respectively. And Boy and the Heron and Flow ended up winning at the Oscars. However, I feel like this year, K-pop Demon Hunters is just so strong, and there isn't an obvious alternative. I guess it could be Little Amelie or Arco, but like I just don't think it's as clear as back when Flo and The Boy and the Heron won. I think we just have so much deja vu from the last 2 years that we think it's gonna happen again. But I just think K-pop's strong, so I'm not gonna bet against it. I don't think Zootopia 2 is gonna win here. So yeah, I'm gonna go with K-pop Demon Hunters. I think that's pretty easy. It may sweep the season except for BAFTA because it's not eligible there. But yeah, I'm gonna say K-pop wins. Cinematic and box office achievement. The nominees are Avatar: Fire and Ash, F1, K-pop Demon Hunters, Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning, Sinners, Weapons, Wicked for Good, and Zootopia 2. This is Sinners. This is gonna be easy. Last 2 times they gave it to Barbie and Wicked. This feels like the exact same thing. I guess if you think that they're just gonna give it based on box office, then you'd say Zootopia 2 or Avatar: Fire and Ash. But that's not gonna happen. They usually give it to like the most prestigious movie in the lineup. And the first year they gave this category, it happened to be Barbie, which also happened to be the highest grossing movie of the year. But then the year after that, they did Wicked, which wasn't the highest grossing movie of last year of 2024, but it was like the biggest awards player out of all of them. I mean, Barbie beat like Oppenheimer and stuff, but Barbie I think made the most sense because also it was the highest grossing movie in the lineup. I don't really know like what the exact if there's any real trends with this category, but I got just with Barbie and Wicked being the last 2 winners, Sinners makes the most sense to join those 2. It's also the only one here with the Best Picture nomination at the Golden Globes. So I think this is just easy. What's not easy though is best foreign language film. The nominees are It Was Just an Accident from France, No Other Choice from South Korea, The Secret Agent from Brazil, Sentimental Value from Norway, Surat from Spain, and The Voice of Hind Rajab from Tunisia. This is tough. It's between It Was Just an Accident, Secret Agent, and Sentimental Value, in my opinion. I don't feel like No Other Choice is going to win, even though it does have a picture nomination. I just don't really think that's happening. The Secret Agent, Brazil could maybe go all in for that movie, and they could just give it the win here. However, I feel like I'm not sure how important is it that it doesn't have director or screenplay nominations. I feel like that's kind of important. Although Wagner Moura might win, so I guess that kind of gives it like a chance. Winning this award would be a huge boost for that movie because after the BAFTA long list, like it only made screenplay and international there. So I feel like winning international here would be like a big boost for that movie, and it would make it signify that it's getting it. I feel like the same with It Was Just an Accident as well. Although I feel like Accident's not going to miss the Oscar nomination, but Secret Agent I think is a little on edge right now. But I'm going to say no to Secret Agent, and I'm going to say it was going to be Sentimental Value or It Was Just an Accident. Here's the thing: 4 of these nominees are also in Best Picture here. Are they just going to give it to the most nominated with Sentimental Value and just call it a day, or are they going to like really look into it? Like, are they going to want to give Panahi the award and give it to It Was Just an Accident? I think they can award him elsewhere, but I think that would make sense, I guess. Or they're just going to go with the most nominated and do Sentimental Value. I kind of feel like the safest route is just to go with Sentimental Value. That is the most nominated here by a lot. It Was Just an Accident has 4 nominations. No Other Choice has 3, and Secret Agent has 3. So, and Surat has 2. Surat's not going to win. Meanwhile, Sentimental Value has 8 nominations. So I guess that just makes sense. I know Secret Agent won Critics' Choice, although Sentimental Value wasn't even eligible to get the nomination there. So I kind of feel like that would have won if it was nominated. And I feel like that's going to win the BAFTA now because Accident and Secret Agent didn't really have that strong of a showing. So yeah, I'm just going to go with Sentimental Value, although I wouldn't be surprised if Accident or Secret Agent won. So yeah, I'm going to say Sentimental Value though. Next, we're in the acting categories. Yep. Best Actress in a Motion Picture Drama. The nominees are Jessie Buckley, Hamnet, Jennifer Lawrence, Die My Love, Renata Reinsve, Sentimental Value, Julia Roberts, After the Hunt, Tessa Thompson, Hedda, and Eva Victor, Sorry Baby. This is Jessie Buckley. This is probably it might be the easiest category of them all. She's gonna sweep the season. It's a no-brainer. No one else even has a shot. I mean, I guess if you had to say there's a runner-up, it's Renata Reinsve, but she's not winning. It's Jessie Buckley for sure. Best Performance, Best Actor in a Motion Picture Drama. The nominees are Joel Edgerton, Train Dreams, Oscar Isaac, Frankenstein, Dwayne Johnson, The Smashing Machine, Michael B. Jordan, Sinners, Wagner Moura, The Secret Agent, and Jeremy Allen White, Springsteen, Deliver Me From Nowhere. This one is interesting. Wagner Moura, last year they gave it to Fernando Torres for I'm Still Here, which is going to make a lot of people think that Wagner Moura is taking it. And I feel like for now, I think that's what's going to happen. We'll see if Michael B. Jordan is going to win for Sinners. I feel like it's just so in character for them to give it to Moura. Although I do feel like this one is going to be a big deal for The Secret Agent. Secret Agent is going to live or die with Moura winning at the Globes. If he wins at the Globes, he gets to give a speech, and Academy voters are going to see the speech, and they're going to feel propelled to see The Secret Agent, and they're going to watch it. And if they really, really love it and feel very, very passionate towards it, I think it's going to get nominated for Best Picture. And maybe it can even get like a screenplay nomination or something. I don't think it has to be just international actor and picture. I feel like screenplay can come along because I kind of feel like that fit slot's a little bit open right now. It could be like Weapons or Blue Moon, but I think Secret Agent, because it's the biggest picture contender there currently, I just kind of feel like that's going to be the fit slot. But we'll see. But I do feel like if Moura loses to, like, say, Michael B. Jordan, I don't really feel like anyone else really has a shot here. So if he lost to Michael B. Jordan, I would probably take more out of my Oscar predictions and put in Jesse Plemons because he's pretty strong right now. And I'd probably take Secret Agent out of picture and screenplay and probably only predict it for an international feature nomination. So I feel like Secret Agent really needs this Mora win in order to stay in Best Picture. If Mora wins the award, which I currently think he's going to, I feel like Secret Agent's going to be fine in Best Picture. But if he loses, I feel like it's going to be in more danger than it already is in. But I'm going to say Mora wins for now, and I think it makes sense. So, yeah. With this big international voting body, too, they love to spread the love to international contenders. And the Golden Globes do seem to be the most international awards body right now, even more so than the BAFTAs. Because the BAFTAs love to embrace the European movies, but don't really go beyond that. So yeah, I'm going to say Mora wins. But Secret Agent, I think, really needs this one. Best Actress in a Motion Picture, Musical, or Comedy. The nominees are Rose Byrne, If I Had Legs, I'd Kick You. Cynthia Erivo, Wicked for Good. Kate Hudson, Song Sung Blue. Chase Infinity, One Battle After Another. Amanda Seyfried, The Testament of Van Lee. And Emma Stone, Begonia. I feel like this is going to be Rose Byrne for If I Had Legs, I'd Kick You. I'm not sure how much of a deal that it is that she's the only nomination for the film. I feel like she's the most awarded out of all of them with critics. So, and I kind of feel like, no, obviously Jessie Buckley is going to win the Oscar, but she's the most awarded with critics right now. If they want to give it to someone in a Best Picture movie, I guess they could give it to Emma Stone for Begonia, or maybe even Chase Infinity for One Battle After Another. Kate Hudson winning would be interesting. I don't really think they're going to give it to Seyfried or Revo. I feel like Rose Byrne's just the safe option. I'm just going to go with her. Although, I guess if they want to give it to a Best Picture performance, they could give it to Emma Stone again. She won for Poor Things and La La Land and stuff. Or they could or if they really love One Battle, they could give it to Chase Infinity. Kind of don't feel like that's going to happen, but I just think Rose Byrne makes the most sense. So, yeah, I'm just going to go with Rose Byrne. But we'll see. Yeah. I think Rose Byrne's going to take it, though. Best Actor in a Motion Picture, Musical, or Comedy. The nominees are Timothée Chalamet, Marty Supreme, George Clooney, Jake Kelly, Leonardo DiCaprio, One Battle After Another, Lee Byung-hun, No Other Choice, and Jesse Plemons, Begonia. This one's an interesting category. It's interesting. Ethan Hawke, I think Blue Moon getting that picture nomination could be interesting for him. He's like a big veteran. He's like a veteran actor. And maybe the Globes could want to give him the win here. Marty Supreme wasn't nominated for director or score or supporting actress. However, is that maybe the voters hadn't seen not all of them had seen Marty Supreme at the time. Maybe now that it's come out, people they have had the chance to see the movie and vote for him. I guess Leonardo DiCaprio can win if One Battle After Another is just so strong. That wouldn't be impossible. The Globes like DiCaprio quite a bit. But I kind of say before I was thinking Ethan Hawke because I thought that picture nomination was big, and they want to give him the award. I mean, it's technically a biopic performance. However, I think Timothée Chalamet is the most likely to win the Oscar, so I'll just go with him. I kind of feel like if he wins here, I think he's just going to sweep because I feel like SAG and BAFTA are going to give it to him. I kind of feel like Ethan Hawke isn't going to repeat. We'll see if Leo would repeat anywhere. I feel like Chalamet makes the most sense, so I'm just going to go with him. So, yeah, Timothée Chalamet, I'm going to go with him. Best Supporting Actress, interesting category. The nominees are Emily Blunt, The Smashing Machine, Elle Fanning, Sentimental Value, Ariana Grande, Wicked for Good, Inga Ibsdottir-Lillas, Sentimental Value, Amy Madigan, Weapons, and Tiana Taylor, One Battle After Another. Could go a few ways. If they really want to go international, they could go with Inga Ibsdottir-Lillas. If they really want to embrace One Battle After Another, they could give it to Tiana Taylor. Or if they just want to go with who's been winning a ton of awards, who just won Critics' Choice, they could give it to Amy Madigan. I kind of feel like they're going to go with her. Whether or not that's going to mean anything for Weapons and Best Picture, I don't really know. I don't really think so, but I think Amy Madigan makes sense to win, kind of how Angela Bassett and Sylvester Stallone won here. She has a huge narrative, and she's a scene stealer as Aunt Gladys. I don't think upset win isn't possible, but I'm gonna say Amy Madigan wins for now. We'll see if that's gonna translate to the Oscar. I still kind of feel like she needs to sweep, so if she loses the BAFTA, I'm gonna say maybe she loses the Oscar. And I think SAG is pretty 50-50. They could give it to her because they love the narratives, or they could give it to Tiana Taylor if they really love One Battle, or they could give it to Wunmi Mosaku if they really love Sinners. But I feel like Amy Madigan is going to get that Golden Globe Critics' Choice combo, like how Angela Bassett got that for Wakanda Forever, and Sylvester Stallone got that for Creed. So I'm going to say Amy Madigan for now, although an upset's not impossible. Supporting actor, the nominees are Benicio del Toro, One Battle After Another, Jacob Elordi, Frankenstein, Tom Mescal, Hamnet, Sean Penn, One Battle After Another, Adam Sandler, Jake Kelly, and Stellan Skarsgård, Sentimental Value. This was probably more difficult. I feel like Del Toro, Elordi, Penn, and Skarsgård all have a good shot. I'm gonna say I feel like the Globes aren't gonna do Sean Penn. Don't know why. I just kind of feel like that's the vibe I'm getting. I kind of feel like SAG can go for him and he can win the Oscar off of that, but we'll see. I kind of feel like if they're gonna go with the One Battle actor, they might do Benicio del Toro. He's been winning the most critic awards, and they can maybe feel good about voting for him, and he could give a great speech. I guess that's possible. Although that was the same argument we were talking about with Critics' Choice, and they didn't give it to him. They gave it to Jacob Elordi for Frankenstein. I think it's possible he repeats here. I think it's possible he may even win SAG. We'll see if the Critics' Choice one was just a fluke or not. But I think Elordi may be the runner-up. But I'm gonna say Stellan Skarsgård because again, it's an international performance. It's Stellan Skarsgård. He's a big veteran. I kind of expect Sentimental Value to win. If it's gonna win international feature, I kind of expect it to win something else. I mean, it does have 8 nominations. I kind of think they're gonna like it quite a bit. Be interesting if it just won international, but I feel like Skarsgård makes a ton of Golden Globe sense. I'm gonna go with him. I'd say the runner-up is probably Jacob Elordi. I'd say number 3 is probably Benicio del Toro, and then 4th most likely is probably Sean Penn. But yeah, I'll say Stellan Skarsgård. Best Director, the nominees are Paul Thomas Anderson, One Battle After Another, Ryan Coogler, Sinners, Guillermo del Toro, Frankenstein, Jafar Panahi, It Was Just an Accident, Joachim Trier, Sentimental Value, and Chloe Zhao, Hamnet. This is Paul Thomas Anderson. This is easy. He's probably going to sweep the season. Don't really know who the runner-up would be. I guess Ryan Coogler or Panahi, I guess. But Paul Thomas Anderson's winning. It's his year. He's going to win for sure. I think at the bare minimum, One Battle wins picture and director here. Best screenplay. The nominees are Paul Thomas Anderson, One Battle After Another, Ronald Bronstein and Josh Safdie, Marty Supreme, Ryan Coogler, Sinners, Jafar Panahi, It Was Just an Accident, Eskil Vogt and Joachim Trier, Sentimental Value, and Chloe Zhao and Maggie O'Farrell, Hamnet. This one's interesting. I'm going to say no to Hamnet and Marty Supreme. I'm going to say those don't win. I think the other 4 can win. I don't know if the Globes would do Sinners. I feel like that's going to win Original Screenplay at the Oscars. I would already won Critics' Choice. It's going to win WGA. But I'm kind of not sure if the Globes would do it. They may go with something a little more like international or something. Unless they really love One Battle After Another and give it to Paul Thomas Anderson, which I guess is possible, but I'm not sure about that. Sentimental Value, I guess, can maybe win. It probably has a pretty like prominent script, or it could be It Was Just an Accident. I'm kind of getting Anatomy of a Fall vibes from It Was Just an Accident. The 2 winners from this new Golden Globes body so far have been Anatomy of a Fall and Conclave, which are both very script-heavy movies. And I feel like they're either going to go with One Battle. I'm between One Battle and It Was Just an Accident. I kind of feel like the Globes are going to want to get Panahi on stage for one award. I kind of feel like screenplay might be the one. And if it wins here, I don't think it's winning the Oscar because it's not going to win the BAFTA. I feel like Sentimental Value or Sinners is going to win the BAFTA. But I think the Globes here, that they could give Accident a boost. I feel like Accident's already going to get Best Picture, but this could be like another sign like that it's just in, you know? I'd say runner-up's probably One Battle, and then I'd say number 3 is probably Sentimental Value, and then number 4 is probably Sinners. I think they have a shot too. I just feel like they may want to get Panahi on stage to give a speech, and if it's not going to be in for international feature, I think it could be for screenplay. So yeah, I'm going to say Panahi wins for screenplay. Best original score. The nominees are Alexandre Desplat, Frankenstein; Ludwig Göransson, Sinners; Johnny Greenwood, One Battle After Another; Kang Ding Ray, Seurat; Max Richter, Hamnet; and Hans Zimmer, F1. It's been announced that they're not presenting this category live. They're going to announce it not on the telecast, which I think is just because of time constraints. But I just feel like that's so disrespectful to the nominees and the eventual winner, because, like, why is this the category that you're going to cut? You know, like, they can cut, like, any other category, but this is the one that they choose and the one that they feel is the least valuable. And they're probably going to cut it to make room for more jokes and bits, I guess, with the presenters. So it just doesn't sit right with me. The Golden Globes kind of like to be wacky in score sometimes, so that's why maybe Seurat could win. Although I feel like that's a little bit of a random thing. I'm just gonna say Sinners. Sinners has been showing the most strength in score. The movie's very music heavy, and Ludwig Göransson won the Critics' Choice Award for Sinners. I kind of feel like Seurat maybe the runner-up, or maybe One Battle After Another. I think Sinners is just the most iconic movie score of the year, and again, the movie's very music heavy, so I just feel like that's gonna make sense, and so I'm gonna go for Sinners in score. And original song, is this the last category? Oh, there's an ad in the middle. I think original song is the last category. Got to get all the nominees in the frame. There we go. The nominees are Dream As One, Avatar: Fire and Ash; Golden, K-Pop Demon Hunters; I Lied to You, Sinners; No Place Like Home, Wicked for Good; The Girl in the Bubble, Wicked for Good; and Train Dreams from Train Dreams. I think this one's pretty straightforward. Or maybe. I feel like because the Golden Globes haven't given it to an animated song since 2006 with Happy Feet, that song when they gave Prince the award, I'm pretty sure. Like, Let It Go didn't win, Remember Me didn't win from Coco. So I guess that's the one thing hurting Golden, and that's why they can maybe give it to I Lied to You. I mean, they do like Sinners. However, Golden's just been an unstoppable force this season. It just won the Critics' Choice. It has a Grammys nomination for Song of the Year. It might actually even win that. And it's just a huge, probably the biggest song from last year. I just feel like there's no reason to really bet against Golden repeating its win here, and it's gonna win the Oscars. So I'm just gonna say Golden, but I Lied to You is definitely the runner-up, I'd say. So yeah. So yeah, those are my Golden Globe winner predictions. To recap, best drama, I'm doing Sinners. Best musical or comedy, I'm doing One Battle After Another. Best animated feature, I'm going with K-Pop Demon Hunters. Cinematic and box office achievement, I'm doing Sinners. For international feature, I'm doing Sentimental Value. For actress in a drama, I'm doing Jessie Buckley for Hamnet. For actor in a drama, I'm doing Wagner Moura for The Secret Agent. For actress in a musical or comedy, I'm going with Rose Byrne for If I Had Legs I'd Kick You. For actor in a musical or comedy, I'm doing Timothée Chalamet for Marty Supreme. For supporting actress, I'm doing Amy Madigan. For supporting actor, I'm doing Stellan Skarsgård. For best director, I'm doing Paul Thomas Anderson. For best screenplay, I'm doing It Was Just an Accident. For best original score, I'm doing Sinners. And for best song, I'm doing Golden from K-Pop. So yeah, that's my recap of all my winner predictions. That's pretty much it. Yep. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you on Sunday. I'm gonna film my reactions, and then I'm gonna have the video posted either late Sunday night or early Monday morning. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.